We enter stage 7 then, on the second loop on Friday of Rally Finland. Kalle Rovanperä currently leads. We've got 14.21 kilometres to get through now. Elfyn Evans is in second place, 5.3 seconds down on Rovanperä. Rovanperä keeps extending that gap little by little. Can Elfyn Evans respond here though? He'll be the second car through across this first split. So Evans is a second down at the first split. Rovanperä continuing the trend of just extending that gap each stage. Neville will be the next car through. Katsuta and Neville are currently tied for third place. So Neville goes a second slower than Rovanperä. What can Katsuta do? He'll be next across. The gap was around 3.7 seconds between Neville and Katsuta, Katsuta being the one behind, but he took that 3.7 seconds out of Neville in the previous stage. Only 0.2 off stage winner Rovanperä as well. So Katsuta does extend then on Neville to consolidate that third place. He also takes 0.5 out of Elfyn Evans at that first split. What can Timo Suninen do then? He was third in the previous stage. He's 1.1 seconds down on Rovanperä. But interestingly, he does take 1/10 of a second out of Thierry Neuville then. Gap between them at the moment, 7.1 seconds, so very much doable for Suninen. Latvala will be the final car across the first split, and he goes 8.2 seconds down on Kalle Rovanperä then. So we've already got Rovanperä through. We're going to have Evans next. Evans a second down on Kalle Rovanperä at the moment. Rovanperä said it was quite okay. For sure this stage is quite a rough one, so it can get quite rutted, but overall it was a clean stage for me. The conditions are definitely tricky at the moment. What can Elfyn Evans do though? Can he respond here? A second down. So he does pull it back slightly, only losing 0.4 of a second. I think he'll be not happy with that, but considering the length of this stage, 14.21 kilometres, he's not going to be overly concerned there. Evans said, "It's not always the nicest. The standing water always catches you out a bit. I expected the time gap in some ways to be a bit more because we know how good Kalle is in these conditions, and I didn't have the best stage." So not too bad for Elfyn Evans then. Mentioning how tricky the conditions are at the moment with the rain. Neville 2.5 seconds down on Kalle Rovanperä. Neville not able to match the top two at the moment. He said, "I stopped at the yellow sign. I was angry with the wipers and I stopped a bit before the finish. In the fast speed, the wipers are not cleaning. I couldn't see anything there." So with those problems, maybe 2.5 seconds down isn't too bad. But, so Neville, Katsuta does extend on Neville, 0.6. He was gaining on Evans. It's quite a tricky stage, to be honest. We've got small rain at the start, but the feeling is good. In some places, I had to be a bit careful, but it's all okay. So Suninen, the next car across. Can he make further inroads on Neville? No, he loses 0.2 to Neville. Latvala will be the final car across the line. So at the moment, Rovanperä currently leads the stage, followed by Evans and then Katsuta. Suninen said, "It's quite crazy. It's like wishing for the best." So Evans only losing 0.4 to Rovanperä there. He does extend on Takamoto Katsuta, but Katsuta does extend on Neville then. So Katsuta consolidating that third place now. Latvala losing 11.3 seconds to Suninen. He said, "It was a bit more difficult on the second pass because we had quite a lot of impacts and stones. I'm starting to get used to the speed. We are still understanding the slippy conditions. It's something that I'm not totally comfortable with yet, but hopefully that will improve." So another stage win for Kalle Rovanperä then, followed by Elfyn Evans and Takamoto Katsuta. So Rovanperä leads by 5.7 seconds at the end of stage 7, beginning to pull clear of Elfyn Evans, but the Welshman is keeping him honest. He was set to lose a full second there, but managed to claw it back to just 4/10 by stage end. So, all to play for at the moment then. Katsuta, after closing down Neuville in the previous stage, he pulls 6/10 clear of the Belgian driver to consolidate that third place he secured in the previous stage. He's continuing to show really decent form, particularly with that stage win this morning. And up next then, stage 8, 15.51 kilometres, won by Rovanperä earlier this morning. He was 1.4 seconds clear of Elfyn Evans, so can he repeat that? We'll have to wait and see.